Alderman Miguel.
Thank you. Just a couple of comments on what was said earlier between Ms. Duchild and Mr. Golterman. Firefighters, ever since I've been in office, support each other. Once municipality campaigns in another municipality. So when we have an election, you'll go to a poll and you may very well see firefighters from a different municipality supporting with campaign signs here. And when another municipality has an election, you can go to that election and you may very well see Crestwood firefighters supporting that election. And that has been traditionally the case ever since I've been aware of it, which I was certainly aware of it the first time, when the mayor got elected, because this particular local supported the mayor.
That's correct.
When he was elected back in 2005. So that traditionally, at least in this area, is the way the firefighters have dealt with the issue of campaigning. And Local 2655 wins by eliminating the civil service language. Eliminating the civil service language eliminates whatever that adds to the charter. So for them, it's a huge win. And that's what I fear opens the door. Thank you.
If I'm hearing you correctly, and everybody else, and maybe Martha too, is that somehow you all believe that the firefighters that work for this city are going to be out here campaigning for individual candidates? You stated just now exactly what the fire union does, and the fire union, if they support a particular person, they bring in people from others. There's nothing illegal about that.
I agree.
But there are people who don't understand those rulings that will stay out there and say, why are you there supporting a candidate? Because it's the firefighter. Well, that unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know which, the laws of this country and unions that allows them this power to be able to do the things they want to that improve what they believe is best for their members. I certainly would not want any member of this board, or not this board, but the city out there supporting me for anything. It'd be illegal. And I would not ever ask anybody to do that. Now, I'm sure there are people in the cities that would do that, and we've heard some in the paper. But our own employees know, because there would be some kind of intimidation or something between them that would cause that. At least the idea would be there that there's intimidation. So, if your concern is that this gives them the right to stand out here and wear their uniform and say they're Crestwood firefighters for a political event, I would be absolutely against that. If you're saying they do not have a right no matter what the memorandum of understanding is, they have a right to come, send their people in from other places in that union and campaign for whatever they want to. Period. There's nothing this city can do about it. In fact, if you want lawsuits, you'll get them if you try to do anything. So if you're talking about lawsuits, that's the one I'd be worried about, is trying to prevent them from doing what that memorandum of understanding says that they can do. So anyway, I just hear this, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out what is your all's big problem. First of all, I will agree, if the city attorney stated, I will agree that I believe that we have to be very careful about the First Amendment rights of people in this country. There's things you cannot do anymore that will get you in a world of trouble. I don't know how the Hatch Act works in this deal, but the Hatch Act is a federal law. Unfortunately, it supersedes the charter. It supersedes the civil service rules. It supersedes everything because it's federal law. So you better be in conformance with that, or you'll definitely see people in trouble. But I'm not aware. If I'm aware, I'm not aware of any of this stuff that they're trying to do that's trying to get this thing so that we're doing political activities within the city. We're not trying to do that. I would never allow that. If I found out somebody was doing that, there'd be something to pay for it. Because I would be upset greatly if I saw political activity, say for somebody out there from the city sent out there supporting you in your campaign. That would be absolutely wrong. So, anyway, Alderman Wallach.
Just a brief question. Do we presently have guidelines for employees as it relates to political activity? Do we have?
No.
No. Okay. Well, we have a civil service rules, but I think I was looking for guidelines like examples, and that's what I was looking for. Okay, thank you. The other item, I know we had 3 items on the agenda on this ordinance. Can we separate that out? There's maybe one item on there that I may not vote in favor for, but the other 2 I may. Can we separate that out as individual items? It's not difficult.
We'd have to redo it for the next meeting, wouldn't we?
Well, you could. You could make a motion. Probably what you want to do is make a motion to amend the ordinance to remove a particular section that's being proposed for change.
And if you make that motion to move to change, does that mean it cannot be voted on in this meeting, or has
Right.
to be?
The motion to amend would be voted on, and if the amendment passed, then that portion of this ordinance would be deleted, and it would have to come back as a standalone ordinance in 2 weeks. Couldn't vote on it tonight. Or you could just direct, instead of voting on this ordinance at all, you could direct that 3 separate ordinances be prepared and bring them back in 2 weeks. If you want to look at those each individually.
Okay. Let me give it some thought. Thank you.
Alderman Miguel.
I have nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. See no lights, I see no people, no hands. Bill number?
10-14.
Alderman Ducharme. Do I have a motion for the first reading of bill number 10-14? We have a motion and a second, to take a vote on bill number 10-14. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. Alderman Ducharme.
Bill number 10-14, introduced by Alderman Duchild, an ordinance amending the Civil Service Rules and Regulations, Chapter 2, Section 5, Chapter 7, Section 4, and Chapter 13, Chapter 13. Roman numerals.
Alderman Schlink.
Yes.
Alderman Miguel.
I'm going to abstain.
Alderman Pickle.
Yes.
Alderman Duchild.
No.
Alderman Foote.
Yes.
Alderman Duncan.
Yes.
Alderman Beasley.
Yes.
Alderman Wallach.
No.
5 yes, 2 no, 1 abstain.